So I thought you guys would find this interesting. Apparently, the kiss between Rhaenyra and Mysaria was not in the script originally. Let's talk about this article. They did an interview with the actress who plays Mysaria, discussing the whole thing. Let's get into it. Ah, yes, the kiss that shocked the timeline. Apparently, now coming from the rap, they are saying that this was improvised. We'll get into the article. Of course, the link will be in the description. House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 6 ended with an intimate moment between Rhaenyra and Mysaria that the actress Sonoya Misuno says wasn't initially in the script. It wasn't scripted as a kiss. I think it was scripted as there's just breath between them or something, and then whatever happens is interrupted. She also added that she, Darcy, and Ryan Condal had many conversations across months with everyone on board about where the story was going. It was Darcy who suggested how the scene should play out. Of course, it was Darcy. Hey, boo. Because we were separate in the room, and Mysaria has told this story. Emma Darcy felt the instinct to hold her, to comfort her. She added, from that, it felt so organic to go into the kiss. And while Misuno noted she and Darcy wanted to avoid the kiss to feel queer baity in any sense, the actress noted the intimacy of their hug made their kiss feel emotionally so right. I don't think either of them have been hugged like that in a long time, if not ever, Misuno said, adding that maybe Mysaria received such love as a small child from her mother. I think it was the hug, the intimate vulnerability of that hug, which morphed into this very tender and passionate kiss, which was quite amazing. I think it's very thrilling in the moment for both of them. So I know, like, I'm not a book person or anything, but to me, the kiss kind of felt like it made sense to me. It felt like it made sense for me, for the characters, for what Rhaenyra was going through. I said this in my review video, where I react to the entire episode. Make sure you check it out. I have playlists of my season 1 and season 2 reactions. They're in my description box. But yeah, like, I talked about this in my reaction video. I was like, I just feel like it makes sense for them. Mysaria just told this story about how she was abused in this scar that Rhaenyra asked about earlier in the season, and how her father gave it to her. It was just heinous abuse. And so, you know, Rhaenyra's also in this place of desperation and struggling and wanting to be reassured and all this stuff. And so to me, it was just a perfect storm of intimacy, vulnerability, and it made sense for them to kiss. Like, I'm so sorry. It just did for me. It worked for me. And of course, I'm gay as hell, so why would it not work for me? Now, now the interview goes on to ask the actress some questions about her character. It says at the end of the episode, Mysaria opens up to Rhaenyra about the abuse she suffered. How do you work to craft this vulnerable moment, especially as your character typically seems so self-assured? And she said, when you've been through really horrific things in your deep past, you are able to, or the only way maybe you are able to talk about them is with a level of subdued emotion. There was definitely that idea of it not feeling in any way manipulative, right? But this is a statement of fact. This is what happened to me, and this is why I don't trust people. And this is the sort of thing that happens to all sorts of small folk, and this is why they don't trust people. This is why we need you. It was very much about not making it about Mysaria, but making it about Rhaenyra, because it's still a rally for her. It's still Mysaria campaigning for Rhaenyra. So they go on. At this point, Rhaenyra is so frustrated of hearing about Daemon. How does Mysaria's history with Daemon impact her relationship with Rhaenyra? I love what the actress says here, because she said, we would kind of discuss it as though it was two women who had the same ex-boyfriend. But yeah, and they'd be like, oh yeah, when he does that thing, and then it brings them closer together. It's a nice journey that they've gone on from when Rhaenyra realizes she has history with Daemon to this moment where they can speak about Daemon and find the common ground there. It helps them work together. I mean, I would kind of be the same way too. It's like, girl, my man off somewhere. I don't know what the hell he doing. He been missing for how long? I got a war to fight. Like, and you dated him too, girl. You know he trash. I I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Now, does Mysaria think they need Daemon to succeed, or is she just kindly comforting Rhaenyra? And she says, I see her as an opportunist, not in a pejorative sense, but this is the situation right now. Daemon's effed off to Harrenhal and God knows what he's up to. Let's deal with what we've got right now. I think she's trying to pull Rhaenyra back to them. Now, I like this question because it's a question we all asking. Do you think Mysaria has genuine feelings for Rhaenyra, or were they just bonding over their shared trauma and pain in wartime? And she answers, Rhaenyra is quite amazing. I think it's hard not to have feelings for Rhaenyra, to be honest. I don't think it was anything Mysaria had plotted. How could she not be attracted to Rhaenyra? And it's just like, yeah, y'all, like, how could she not? Y'all are two badass women. And if they're queer, it's like, y'all are two badass women sitting down here looking at each other's eyes, beautiful as hell. Y'all going through the same struggles and vulnerable with each other. It's like, girl, if they happen to be queer at the same time, or like bisexual, whatever, pansexual, then of course something might happen. Like, why not? Let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. Let's make it gay. So the interviewer goes on, even though Corlys has been named Rhaenyra's hand, Mysaria seems to be serving as her closest advisor. How do you understand Mysaria's role as an advisor to Rhaenyra this season? She answers, there's a line that Rhaenyra says in episode 5, which is something like, this path has never been trod, or something like that. And I think that speaks so beautifully to their relationship, in part because they're both women, but also because she doesn't have an official title. I thought she did have an official title. I thought she was Mistress Whispers. Maybe I just put that shit up. Maybe I just projected that onto her. When I first signed on for the job, they would kind of talk as if Mysaria was kind of like a Varys type of character, like a Mistress of Whispers. I do like the idea of these two women as people who we've not seen in these positions before. So I think that, well, first of all, I think like politically and like strength-wise, like army strength-wise, it does make sense for Rhaenyra to have Corlys' hand, like with his big-ass navies. Like, that makes sense. But like, if we're talking about advisors and advice and like Queen, I mean, hand of the Queen should have definitely been Rhaenys. Should have definitely been Rhaenys. And then like Slick, it should be Mysaria. You know, if we're going down this path. But at the same time, I don't really trust Mysaria like that, because if I was lowborn, I had to fight my way and do all this type of stuff, like I probably don't trust none of you politicians, none of you lords and ladies, and like I probably don't. So if Mysaria is a opportunist through and through, like that could be a setup for something coming on. But like, I don't know how much I should trust Mysaria even after this, but I think that it was still the kiss was such a fun moment. It was a fun moment. Now, the interviewer asked her, do you think her intentions are pure? What's driving her to help Rhaenyra's cause? And of course, the actress says, I find this question difficult to answer because I know what I think. And girl, she didn't act the whole season out, so she knows what's happening. But at some point, I feel like once my job is done, the thing comes out. I really think that people can have their own opinions on what her motives are. From Mysaria's point of view, she's fighting for the small folk. That's really what she believes and what she has to believe, because there is no other choice, actually. So while the actress did not say, oh my goodness, yeah, her intentions are pure or not, she made sure to highlight, hey, Mysaria at the end of the day is doing this for the small folk. So I don't know. I just think that's something we should keep in mind. I don't know the book lore about Mysaria. It's certain things I know and went and looked up, but certain things I don't know. So I don't know what's coming. But either way, I don't know if I should trust Mysaria as far as I could throw her, even though I did enjoy this kiss. Now, the interviewer finishes by asking, what can you tease about how we see their relationship evolve more and where Mysaria's arc goes? And she doesn't say much, but what she says is, what I will say is that there is a huge war brewing, so feelings and sexy times aren't really the priority. And so I hope this just means that it's going to be left in the back burner, or not too far in the back, you know what I mean? I hope it just means that it's going to be this thing that they kind of flirt with back and forth, and that Rhaenyra uses for strength, and that Mysaria uses, whatever. They depend on each other. I hope that her saying this does not mean that we're never going to see them interact in this way again. And I don't know which, like, it's one thing for it to be on the back burner because we're literally fighting dragon battles, but it's another thing for us to have this kiss, this moment, and it for it to never be ever addressed ever again in the show. And it's just like, okay, I think how much I like the kiss will be determined by how y'all treat this interaction in the future. Obviously, I know things have to happen story-wise, book-wise, whatever. Like, I'm not expecting them to go head over heels and go marry and go elope and shit like Sir Crispin Cole wanted to. But at least acknowledge it in a way that's like, hey girl, yeah, that really did happen. I enjoyed it. We ain't got a whole lot of time to do this stuff. When I feel stressed out, I know you're there to comfort me. Something. I just hope it just doesn't devolve into absolutely nothing for the rest of the seasons. Nothing. Not even a conflict, not even a discussion about what happened, nothing. Like, I need something. Y'all can't just drop this on me. Y'all talking about y'all don't want to be queer baity. Okay, y'all can't just drop this on me and then, you know, that's it. Y'all already done sent Rhaenyra ass across the sea. So it's I mean, you know what I mean? Like, the gays are winning, but y'all got to keep it up. Y'all got to get into it. So let me know what y'all thought about this. Thank you so much for watching. Love y'all so much. And I'll check y'all out later. Peace. All right, y'all, make sure that you're going to www.zeraxia.com. When you join the wait list there on the site, you will be the first to be notified when I drop my sequel. Also, you'll immediately get chapter 1 of my upcoming sequel of the upcoming book sent to your email as a PDF. So check that out. Also, this is a different excerpt from my upcoming book, so you definitely want to pause to read if you're trying to get your life. Keep in mind that this upcoming book, the sequel, is following up the first book that is already released called Zeraxia, Wrath of the God King. I released it a few years ago. It was my introduction to writing fantasy and stuff, so just go easy on me. But either way, as you can see here, it's given 4.9 stars. So yeah, check out Zeraxia, Wrath of the God King while you wait for Zeraxia, the Vengeance of Cold Wind, right? And go to Zeraxia.com, sign up, join the wait list, get your free chapter. Thank you so much.